Hello, good people, and welcome to Hillbilly Cat History, where we explore the times, events, and people surrounding Elvis Presley. Thank you for choosing this video. The final days of Bob Smith. Moonshine, loss, and sorrow in Gladys Presley's family. After following the dreams of love and enduring unexpected heartbreak, Gladys Presley's life was once again shaped by sorrow. In the fall of 1931, amidst the fading cotton fields of Mississippi, a new generation of the Smith family entered the world, even as the family's future was about to shatter. On September 21st, 1931, Lillian and her husband Charles' son, Robert Melvin Mann, was born. Once the cotton crop was in, Bob began looking for additional income-generating opportunities, but most of the outside labor at which Bob excelled would not be available again until spring. Bob, as he had in similar situations in the past, prepared to brew a batch of moonshine. An article in the Times-Dispatch newspaper from Virginia, published on March 8, 1928, estimated the cost of ingredients for a gallon of moonshine to be $2.75. A gallon was typically sold in pints at $1 apiece, bringing in a total of $8 per gallon, or $5.25 in profit. If Bob purchased 50 pounds of sugar, he could have made about 10 gallons of shine for a profit of about $52.50, or about $1,086 in 2024 money, roughly a month's earnings as a sharecropper. Bob pulled together his cash reserves from the harvest and made an unusually large and expensive sugar order through Dave Irwin at the general store. Dave asked Bob, "You moonshining?" Bob was honest about his plans, prompting Dave to request Bob not to sell his product on the Burke farm. Prohibition was still the law of the land, with steep penalties for those caught distilling strong liquors. Bob chose to ignore his own brewing rules by setting up his still in the storm shelter behind his house instead of in the privacy of the uninhabited hills. By the time Bob finished his batch, he had a nasty cold. Bob's illness quickly worsened, confining Bob to bed with Doll. Dr. Pyle was called in for a home visit. At the general store, the doctor told Lynn Irwin the prognosis. "I've just been over to Bob Smith's. He's got pneumonia, and I can't do a thing about it. He won't last the week." Bob passed away the following day at the age of 52. His death was completely unexpected, a devastating shock for his family, who depended on his labor and his love. Unable to sell his last batch of White Lightning before his illness put him into bed, all of Bob's cash reserves were tied up in the sugar purchased to produce the moonshine. His wife and his children did not have the funds to purchase a gravesite, casket, or winding sheet. The operator of the general store, Lily Mae Irwin, supplied the winding sheet. Lily liked the Smiths and always felt Bob was a good man. The Irwins were good people and good friends. The undertaker, Mr. Raper, supplied Bob's casket, which would have retailed for around $25, $517 in 2024 money. Many mourners came to view Bob, pay their respects. Many attended his funeral. Bob was well liked and had good friends. Bob was a good man. Bob was buried in an unmarked grave in the cemetery he scratched at Presbyterian Church in Spring Hill. Gladys processed her father's loss in a similar manner to the way Elvis grieved when he lost Gladys, becoming listless, depressed, and unresponsive. She began to worry about the future, especially the family finances. Without Bob, the Smith family could not be sharecroppers or stay in their current dwelling, the nicest house they'd ever known, as it would be needed by the next sharecropper family. Her worries became so burdensome, her legs began to twitch so much, Gladys could not leave her bed until a solution presented itself. Bob Smith's death cast a long shadow over the Smith family, marking a painful turning point that would forever shape Gladys Presley's resilience and spirit. As sorrow anchored her in bed, and uncertainty clouded her future, the seeds of strength and survival were already taking root, a quiet force that would one day nourish not only her own family, but an entire generation of fans who would come to know her through the son she had yet to bear. Do you watch the videos until the very end to see the puzzle piece reveal? Have you been watching the puzzle grow as we explore each puzzle piece together? Have you solved the puzzle yet? Put your guess what image the puzzle will reveal when complete in the comments below. Don't miss the next episode. Subscribe today. Thank you for joining Hillbilly Cat History as we explored this piece of the Elvis Presley puzzle. Stop on by anytime so we can chat again.